National Press Club. James is being very polite, so you get a bonus, and then the local journalist next.
On the polling, a follow-up on that. Paul Keating said if you change government...
It's hard to hear.
Paul Keating said if you change government, you change the country. You'll be the first Italian-Australian Prime Minister if you win. Ed Husic will be the first Muslim Australian in the Cabinet. Have you thought about how that will change the country?
I have, absolutely. And I'm heartened by the response that I have, particularly from the Italian community. I'm being hosted next Wednesday. We don't give you a whole lot of advances, but next Wednesday I'll be at the Marconi Club in Western Sydney. There are members of the Italian community who are saying to me they are going to vote Labor for the first time in their life because they want an Australia that reflects modern Australia. Modern Australia is made up of people called Husic and Albanese, but it's also made up of people like Watts and Matt. We're a diverse country, and the fact that I have a non-Anglo-Celtic name, and so does our Senate leader as well, I think sends a message out there, hopefully to multicultural Australia, that you can achieve anything in this country. It's a good thing that we have in Queensland a premier called Palaszczuk, that we had in New South Wales a premier called Barajikland, that in Victoria we had Steve Bracks of Lebanese descent. There's a fellow called Malinauskas who's just been elected in South Australia. I think it's a very positive thing. Our local friend.
Since the election has been called, we've had a number of visits from the Deputy Prime Minister. He spent Easter here, in fact. Following that, we've had people from the Coalition, David Gillespie, the Regional Health Minister. We've had Bridget McKenzie here as well. We've also had Mr. Littleproud.
You had any Liberals?
Well, so the national, it's a coalition, but so you said that.
Oh, you haven't been paying attention if you think that.
You said that Mr. Morrison has an allergy to the ABC. Neither you or Richard Marles have been here since the election has been called. Have you given up on Flynn, or is it in the bag?
I have been here 5 times into Gladstone. I have been 3 times to Emerald, twice to Billawheeler, a number of times to Rockhampton, to Gracemere. I almost had to, if I was an LNP candidate for Lily, I would have changed my address to here. I've been here so often. I've been here more than the LNP candidate for Lily has been at the address where they're enrolled. I have been a regular visitor, and I was here a little while ago. I've been here since then. And I drove from Cairns to Maryborough, right through here. We went to the Rio site. I visited a range of sites here in the electorate. We looked at the beef industry at Gracemere. In Emerald, I met with the mayor and the community there. In Billow, we went to the power station. I have been here on so many occasions because this bloke here, Matt Burnett, I personally asked him to run. Why did I do that? Because I know that local champions can make a difference. This guy is the Queensland equivalent of Christy McBain, the champion of Eden Monero. He'll win, Flynn, because he's so connected and embedded into the community. In one of the meetings I had here in Gladstone, we had in a boardroom here, just a meeting with all of the leaders of the community. There were people there who previously had worked on the current LNP members' campaign, and they were telling me that this time they were backing this bloke.